All right, team, we're back, and today we're gonna try and work on the flywheel, and that means we got to take the engine off the engine stand, and we need to get it off the engine stand on the hoist, and then probably try and lower it. Maybe we'll put the motor mounts on. I don't know. May get ahead of myself on that one. I don't know, because I don't know if that's gonna make it more difficult when we go to put it in there. I don't know. This is all trial and error. Let's keep going. Alright, I've kind of stalled this for a sec because I'm looking at the wiring harness here, and I think it's probably time to pull it off. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start labeling some things. So I'm going to put tape on the ends. Well, not this. I'll put some like tape, not that. Where there's an electrical connection, all right? I'm gonna put one of those, and then I'm gonna get rid of some of these zip ties, get rid of this where it goes through the firewall. Basically get it out of here so I can work around it a lot easier. Because we have a new wiring harness coming. But I wanna know if I set the wiring harness, the factory wiring harness, and put it right next to the aftermarket one that I have coming, I want to be able to just transcribe, transpose, whatever you want to call it, the connections right then and there, so I can just plug and play, match, plug one, to plug one, and be able to just go down the line and be done with it. Because I've heard, thanks to some people, that's one of the bigger pain in the butts in this swap is doing the actual harness. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll see how this goes. All right, so let me get a little bit focused in here. So I'm gonna use some of this masking tape, mostly because it sticks real good, especially to this oily surface and dirty surfaces. Like I said, the factory harness we're not gonna use anymore. I may sell it, I don't know. Nobody's buying shit right now, so all the parts that I've taken off, nobody's buying. But like I said, I'm gonna put a piece of tape, on both sides of the connection so that I can remember quickly and efficiently what goes where without having to chase shit down. So. Alright, so now we're at kind of a point where we can put on our flywheel. But I kind of want to mock fit it, just make sure it works, because these there's some weird clearance stuff with this motor or this transmission, the flywheel and the starter. I don't know why, but certain flywheels just don't work, even though they say they work. So I'm gonna take it out of the bag and fit it up, and then if it clears this housing for the starter, then we'll just send it and go. the threads cleaned on that. I got the bolts cleaned. They're up top there, right up there. But I gotta clean off the green film area with some acetone. But I don't have any red Loctite, so everything's gonna come to a stop right now, and then we'll keep going once I get some more red Loctite. Thanks for watching. All right, team. So I stopped and got some Loctite. Loctite red bolts. Got some acetone to clean off the front of our flywheel, and then I got some anti-seize because you can never have enough. So let's get on the flywheel. All right, so got the flywheel cleaned and torqued down, got the red Loctite on there, did the pressure plate and the disc, the friction disc, and torqued those down. There's a certain sequence we did, can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but we did them. And same with the flywheel bolts. Now I'm waiting on my throwout bearing and my new shifter, which I'll put there. And then I think we're just gonna do some housekeeping, clean up our tools, and then go from there, but moving right along. I love a new clutch. I'm excited. All right, guys, so we got our new throwout bearing. Over here behind it, we have some of the hardware for our Sikky kit. It comes with a Willwood master cylinder, and so we're going to use the OEM GM part for our slave cylinder. We're not going to use any of this hardware. We're basically just going to swap this puppy right on there, and it should work. Yeah. Then what we're going to do is but before we put this on, we're going to actually put these fittings on our slave cylinder, and we got to actually use a punch. So I got to get a punch. All right. Now we're spinning it around a smidge, but there's two holes on this side that we're gonna route our lines through. And we're gonna attach them on the inside right there. Really no good angle. Maybe I'll put it right here. We'll be able to see all right. All right. If you guys want to keep getting latest updates, go check out my Instagram channel. It's boundless_built, and you'll see all the latest updates. All right, so all I did was, as you can see, they're mounted. I didn't mount the bracket yet, which goes right here, because I'm gonna be moving this thing around and I don't want to bend anything or damage that bleeder. So just kind of set them in place for now. But the good news is I just need to grease up the shaft, and then, that sounds horrible, and then I can put it up to our engine, which is exciting. Cool. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video, but I'm gonna try and put this out as soon as possible. We're still waiting on our shifter. Throwout bearing came different timing, so Don't know what that's about, but here's what it is. I just kind of got to take this in stride. So thanks again. Until next time.